Greetings, family. So this is for Libra. Tarot month ahead reading for Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising for August 2026. Just keeping it very simple, 3-card format, however you wish to take it, whether it's an overall view for the month or a past, present, future, or beginning, middle, end, however it resonates for you. That's what applies for you. All right. So what we got going on for you, Libra, it's a 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups and a 9 of Swords. Right then, so to begin with, you've got this give and take energy going on, all right, concerning the material reality that we're in. So give and take, don't be afraid to ask for any help if you need it this month. Interesting, actually, because you've got the 9 of Swords here towards the end of the month. But this is always, there's this give and take sort of dynamic. It's interesting, actually, that you've got the 2 of Cups there too. But it's this give and take sort of dynamic that's going on for you this month. It could be that you're giving back. You're giving back as a service to humanity. Maybe you're helping somebody out, or maybe somebody comes to you for advice and you're there giving, or you're helping out in other ways. Whether that's you, or it could be that you're the person who is receiving something. So you're going to be, it might be that you need to ask, for help. You need a handout this month in some form. Yeah, there's this give and take energy to begin with. It's interesting that you got the 2 of Cups. So the 2 of Cups it works on a number of different levels. So yes, on the surface level, it is about relationships. It's a union of two people. On a deeper spiritual level, it's the union of opposites. It's the reconciliation of opposites within yourself. It represents balance and harmony within yourself, right? The masculine and feminine aspects of yourself. But if it is to do with relationships, are you having any issues around relationships? Maybe you're in a relationship and you want to take things to the next level, or one person in the relationship wants to take things to the next level. Maybe you're having doubts because you've certainly got something. You've got issues going on because you've got the 9 of Swords here too. All right. So is there any sort of conflict going on within your mind, within yourself? Are you having doubts about anything? Is there anything that's giving you pause for thought? Is there any sort of anxiety or fear or insecurity or something? Maybe you're overthinking things, or maybe the doubts are legitimate. You see what I'm saying? So maybe you're in a relationship. Maybe there's a few doubts that you've got in that relationship, and you're wondering whether you should move forward with it. Maybe it's something like that that's going on. So if that was me, I would not move forward in a relationship if I was having doubts. If you're having doubts about something, you have to figure out whether those are legitimate doubts or whether you're overthinking things. If it's just you, if it's the mind just, overworking, maybe you're just thinking a little bit too much about things and you don't need to do that. Maybe you just need to relax. If they are legitimate doubts, well then, it's best not to move forward. Don't just feel obliged to move forward in a relationship or take things to the next level. You don't want to move in with a person when you're having doubts. You don't want to get married to a person if you're having doubts. See what I'm saying? So if that was me, my approach would be to just hang back, just to take your foot off the gas, all right, and just take some time away from what's going on, all right. Just get it out of your head. Just focus on something else for a little while, and then come back to face any issues that you're dealing with. Then you come back with with a fresh mind, with a new pair of eyes, so to speak. A new vision. You're able to see things that you couldn't see before. But you need that. You need to give yourself space from the thing in order to be able to really refocus and tackle the situation again. But maybe you just need to give it time and space for those doubts to be resolved before you move forward. and sometimes it just takes a bit of time, and that's all that's needed. All right, so it's interesting because you've got this in a relationship, but then you've got this dynamic of give and take, which is what all relationships are really about. It's about give and take, you know what I mean? So maybe there's an imbalance there. If there is, if there isn't, well, then it just looks like a beautiful relationship, and you should definitely, you know what I mean, just go for it, you know what I mean, because that energy is there for you. All right, but if you are having doubts, if you're feeling anxious about something and you need to reach out to somebody again, you know, maybe you need to speak to a friend. Maybe this is not an intimate relationship. Maybe it's a family relationship. Maybe it's just a friend. Maybe it's work colleagues. You know what I mean? So it could be anything. It doesn't have to be an intimate partner. If you need to, if this stuff is really keeping you up at night, well then, you know, maybe you need to, if you have, you know, a counsellor or a therapist or something, speak to them and see what's going on with you. Why are these thoughts really bugging you? You know what I mean? What's going on with you? Where do these things really come from? It's necessary for you to process these things. All right, you need to process these things, integrate them, learn from them, and then you can figure out how to deal with these things moving forward so that, you know, they're not disturbing your peace of mind. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, don't be afraid to reach out to somebody if you feel like you need to, if this is something that's really overwhelming for you, and then figure out if it actually is something that you can't deal with by yourself, or if it is that you're just overthinking things. All right? But anyway, listen, you have yourself an absolutely beautiful month, and I will catch you in the next one, all right? Take care.